Seems like we're a little misguided. Keep looking, but we still can't find it. So go ahead, baby, just ride it. You know me, you've been solid. I'm here till you find a new body. I'm here till you find a new hobby. I don't get emotional, no, no, no. Fuck me like you love me, don't call no more. Put them in above me while I'm gone. Guess I was only meant to see you later on, no more. Don't put my name in your phone, no, no. I don't feel the way I'm grown. Only feel it when I get home, no, no. That way it ain't really known. Play me like an Xbox, treat me like a fresh stop. I don't even know where you're going. Been working in a sweatshop, waiting on the text back. I just cannot be alone. I can't call you home, but I'll ask you to come over. And it won't be long until me and you feel closer. Baby, go ahead, ride it. On a trip, you a good co-pilot. Seems like we're a little misguided. Keep looking, but we still can't find it. So go ahead, baby, just ride it. You know me, you've been solid. I'm here till you find a new body. I'm here till you find a new hobby. I don't get emotional, no, no, no. Fuck me like you love me, don't call no more. Put them in above me while I'm gone. Guess I was only meant to see you later on, no, no. Don't put my name in your phone, no, no. I don't feel the way I'm grown. Only feel it when I get home, no, no. That way it ain't really known. It's a lot of shit I won't say to ya. Easier for me to say screw ya. Got a lot on your plate, now do ya. Transparent, I can see right through ya. Got a lot of bags with you from back home. You ain't tryna save face while your mask on. You ain't tryna stay in place, you a bulldozer. You finish at the job and run me right over. Baby, go ahead, ride it. On a trip, you a good co-pilot. Seems like we're a little misguided. Keep looking, but we still can't find it. So go ahead, baby, just ride it. You know me, you've been solid. I'm here till you find a new body. I'm here till you find a new hobby. chocolate milk and reindeer games. It's my favorite holiday. And stockings filled up to the brim. I got my favorite ornament. This year I'm so fortunate. So I left some cookies out for him. With all this love I see in town, plenty toys to go around. I'm feeling right just like the snow. Home is where the family is. I'm crossing off my Christmas list. There's just one thing I'd like to know. Santa, can you groove with me underneath that Christmas tree? Everybody dancing.
Well, hello again, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to Dania Beach High Lie inside the casino at Dania Beach for our 9 games of the world's fastest game today. And you may have noticed, if you were here when you walked in, well, obviously you were here when you walked in, that we do have 2 scratches. We've got the whole board set up there for you, and that's probably a little easier to read for those who are watching us on YouTube. If you're sitting in the crowd, we got you covered. So the 2 players that are out today are Urachua, number 23, backcourter, and Javier, number 15, in the front court. So they will not participate in any of their games today. And the only 2 games that we do not have at least 1 scratch will be game 2 and game 5. There's no changes in those games. However, let's go through the list, game by game, and the other ones. In game number 1, in post 6, Oleron will take the 6th spot in the first game with Libois, the new the new singles substitute. Again, no change in game 2. In game 3, take out Urachua from the backcourt of post 3 in game 3. And Kanpendegi, number 17, will take his place. So the new team reads Celaya and Kanpendegi in the 3 post. Now Javier is listed as the front court sub, so instead that place will be taken by Chanika, number 25, Chanika. And the backcourt substitute will be number 26, Argoitia. So in post 3, game 3, the new team is now Celaya and number 17, Kanpendegi. In game number 4, we'll go in order here. In post 2, scratch number 15, Javier, and put in number 68, Amets. It'll be Amets and Oyenard in the 2 post in game 4. And in the backcourt of post 7, scratch Urachua and put in number 14, Oyardi. So game 4, post 7 now reads Celaya and Oyardi. Your new substitutes in the front court, number 12, Oleron, and in the backcourt, number 91, Delpeche. We skip right over game 5, and then the rest of our games will have a change or 2. Game 6 has 2. Game 6, post 1, scratch Urachua, and number 91, Delpeche, will fill in. So the new team there, game 6, post 1, Chanika and Delpeche. In game 6, post 4, scratch Javier, and number 88, Garcia, steps in. So the team now is Garcia and Argoitia in post 4 in game number 6. And Amets, number 68, will be the front court substitute. The back court substitute, number 14, Oyardi. And if you're not getting them all right now, don't worry. We'll repeat this game by game as the afternoon goes on. But we wanted to get this to you right away. One change to make in game number 7. Javier is out of the backcourt of post 8. In will be number 99, Vicente. And the new front court substitute will be number 30, Johan. So game 7, post 8, now reads Vicente and Danell. In the 8th game, we have 2. The last doubles game of the day, you can scratch Urachua from post 2. And Laborde steps in. And in the front court in post 5, scratch Javier, and Celaya will be playing. So it'll be Celaya and Gorka in post 5, Vicente and Laborde in post 2, and the new substitutes are Garcia in the front, number 88, and number 42, Eki, in the backcourt. Finally, the 9th game has 1 change. Scratch Javier from post 7, number 57. Tombor will play singles in game 9 in post 7. And Aaron, number 52, will be your substitute. Those are all the changes. As you can see, they're on the board now. And again, we will remind you of these changes before each game. And in some cases, if it affects a bet like pick 3 and daily double, which I think they'll all be affected, we will repeat them. So you'll hopefully have all the information you need to make your selections today. We do have 9 games. Win, play, show, Quinella, Exacta, Trifecta betting available in all of our games. Games 3, 6, and 9 will feature spectacular 9 scoring, and that brings in the Superfecta, where 4th place is at stake. Additionally, we will have 2 daily doubles, games 1 and 8, 2 pick 3s, games 3 and 7, and a pick 4 in game number 6. That got hit last night, so our carry forward starts at 0. Mention our broadcast is brought to you by Better Care of Broward Medical Center, where they speak English, Spanish, and French, accept all insurance, and welcome walk-ins. You can visit their primary and family practice at 599 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Better Care of Broward is your local choice for all your medical needs. Today's uniforms are proudly sponsored by IGT and Every. Together, they're built to win. Our Champions Corner sponsor, and yes, Champions Corner is up and running today down there by the back wall. You can see the bright lights and the yellow sign. And Dolphin Jewelers presents this to us. Treat yourself or someone special with jewelry from Dolphin Jewelers right down the street at 52 North Federal Highway in Dania Beach. They buy, sell, repair, and trade all types of jewelry, even custom designs. Mention High Life for an extra special discount at Dolphin Jewelers. Our media coverage is powered by TPI, driven to connect. And in Connecticut, place your highlight wagers at mywinners.com, the top betting outlet in the state of Connecticut. Mywinners.com, where Connecticut bets on highlight. And over at Champions Corner, we've got some drinks and some snacks, some munchies for you. Also, you can order in advance certain grill items from the grill that's over in the casino, and you don't have to go there until they're ready. So you can order while your food is being prepared. You can catch a game and then go over there, grab your chow at the grill. And maybe most importantly, some neat Dania Highlight merch, t-shirts, and hoodies. We'll be dark tomorrow, back with a doubleheader on Tuesday at 1 and 7, and we'll be off on Wednesday. Then Thursday, 7 o'clock for 9 games, and then Friday will be the first semifinal in the Dania Beach Invitational. The number 1 overall seed, Johanna Gorka, advanced to the semis. They'll take on the number 5 seed, Vicente and Oyardi, in a 15-point elimination partido. The winner goes to the finals. The loser, well, they'll go into a third-place game. And those will be played on consecutive nights, currently scheduled for the 12th of February for the third-place game and the 13th for the championship. On February 6th, Tombor and Argoitia meet Garcia and Atine. Again, the winner goes to the finals, the loser goes into the consolation game. That's all coming up as we start to get to the end of another Dania Beach Invitational. Got about 10 minutes till we start this afternoon. Thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and hello to our friends in Connecticut who I hope are not too badly burdened by the weather that's affected most of the country. And we appreciate you watching. You can catch us on YouTube for free at our channel, Dania Beach Highlight. Cost you nothing to subscribe. You can watch live matches, live performances, and go back and check past ones. 10 minutes to post. Thanks for being here. Best of luck.
In the place for us to be, I can hear them sleigh bells ring. Christmas time is everything. I just want to know, can you groove with me? Christmas, y'all.
You reminded me of that this morning. My father, he looked on by. He passed on to the next life. Oh, we all have to face it someday. No matter your parade, we pray. Lord, I'm one with my soul. I'm one with the love. I'm one I am whole. Ready to return to the light. To the light. No, my soul, it can't be caught. And I'm ready to return to the light. Now your ash is free. In the sunny air, the water's coming. We toast to your life. The wine it spills and you smile. Yeah, you smile. We don't need to face it someday. No matter your parade, we pray. Lord, I'm one with my soul. I'm one with the love. I'm one I am whole. Ready to return. Ready to return. Ready to return to the light. To the light. No, my soul, it can't be caught. So I'm ready to return. We go to the light. To the light. No, my soul, it can't be caught. Now I'm ready to return to the light.
So fly, can't lie. You can tell by the shoes and down south blues. A smooth cat like me got nothing to lose, cause I'm an outlaw.
Hey, listen, this town ain't big enough for the two of us, honey. Come on.
Now if they want that heat, just come through and eat. I got a hot and ready way to knock you off your feet, just like a southpaw. But you cut me off guard with the way you stick and move. I saw you walking in and started straight rock the room with that activity.
You got a bright future behind you, baby, I see. Lord have mercy.
And then I walked up to you all clean and smooth. I said, will you be my symphony? Beverly, Beverly, E-V-E-R-L-Y. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, you got that something I wanna try. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, E-V-E-R-L-Y. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, head over heels and I can't lie. She had a switch in her walk and the way she talked is like fresh smooth paper running down the block. She straight shook me.
Girl, you smoother than a wave on Redondo Beach, baby. I don't know what to tell you.
She said you got good game, but I ain't that easy. Boy, you gotta pay the price. Stop trying to tease me, just book me.
Here's my card, baby.
Then she slipped a nice card in my top left pocket. She took my word and then she straight up backed it like Tiffany.
You're pretty like a diamond, baby. I like that.
I told her name your price and I won't think twice. Baby, will you be my symphony? Beverly, Beverly, E-V-E-R-L-Y. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, you got that something I wanna try. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, E-V-E-R-L-Y. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, I'm head over heels and I can't lie. Beverly, Beverly, E-V-E-R-L-Y. Oh, Beverly.
We have reached last call for our first game in the early daily double, and another reminder of the change in post number 6. Urachua is out. Oleron is in. He's out there practicing right now, in fact, in the yellow shirt. That is Oleron at post number 6 in this opening game.
I guess what I'm starting to realize is that it's okay.
Again, thank you so much for being here this afternoon. And before we have that first point of our 9-game performance, we ask those who are able to please rise and remove your caps. It's time for our national anthem. And we begin, of course, with game number 1. Spectacular 7 game that begins the early daily double. Celaya is serving to Tabor, 1 serving to 2. All points will double after round number 1. Here's the serve. We're underway today. First point going to post 1. Here's Johan in post number 3. And a Bote winner for Celaya, point 2, the 1. Now Gorka in the green, post 4. That's a chick-jack off the rebote. That point was over. Point of the 1. Eki in the black shirt, post 5. It's a great save by Eki. Opportunity here for Celaya from the wood. Tejada. And a point to the 1. Substituting for Urachua is Oleron in the gold shirt at post 6. Great catch there along the wall by Oleron. And Oleron goes sidearm for the point for 6. Now Laborde in post 7. It's an overserve, point to 7. And now Aron in the purple at post 8. That is out of play, point to the 8. Each player has had a turn on the court, so the points are doubled in value. Here is Tambor in post 2. Fine grab by Tambor in midcourt. Aron able to get the pass, and it bounced twice. Point to the 8. Johan at post 3. But a Bote winner, 2 walls for Iran. Point to the 8. Now 8 has possible game point. Here's Gorka at post 4. And that'll be a run out for Iran, post number 8. Coming in second, the 1, and this is show point, 6 serving 7. Laborde goes Karam for the point and show, post 7. Game 1 won by Iran, 4 straight out of 8. Coming in second, Celaya in post 1. Third, Laborde, post 7. And the numbers have an exacta at 8-1, paying $116, $60 for the 1-8 Quinella, and the trifecta 8-1 and 7, $887.20. First half of the early daily double is an 8. Game 2 is one of our 2 games without a scratch today. It is also spectacular 7 singles. Only games 2 and 5 do not have a scratch, with both Javier and Urachua out of action this afternoon. We'll give you the changes on the board right now, give you a chance to catch up on that, and of course before game 3 we'll announce more changes as the day goes on before every game where they are affected. Post time at 5 for game number 2. Good luck.
들으면 또 모든 게 다 나의 잘못이겠지. 너를 위해 얼마나 노력하는지 몰라도 자꾸 나를 재촉하기만 해. 한 번쯤은 나 좋게 바라봐줄래. 비워도 너의 곁에만 있을게. 반복되는 실수도 가끔 기억이 넘어가주면 우리 좋을 텐데. 우리는 언제쯤
I don't wanna try so hard to make it stay into my life. Back and forth, I'm running out of ways, I'm running out of days. I'm giving my hopes high, getting nothing right, giving so much and loving you the first time. Give me more than just words, more than just words, more than just words. Give me more than just words, more than just words, more than just words.
wish I didn't waste your time. Good.
This is last call for betting on game number 2, Spectacular 7 singles. Your last call.
Why was I alone? 'Cause every time I let you in, I'm losing track of everything. And I don't know how to pretend it's all fine. When I'm with you, I listen parts of me, know it's true. I can't get up and leave. I don't ever wanna let you know. It's some time to be on my own. If I don't choose, I'll lose myself in you.
Game 2 is Spectacular 7 singles, and points will be doubling after the first round, a round that will begin with Delpeche serving in post 1 with Ametz receiving in post number 2. And Delpeche serves to start it off. Two gets the first point. Here's Vicente in the white shirt, post 3. Falls short of the front wall, pointed 2. Now the green shirt is Garcia at post 4. It's an ace, point two. Boyardee in the 5 post. Big bounce, point two. A tie into the gold, post 6. And a powerful right side for a tying point to 6. Oyenard in the 7. It's an overserve. Single point for the 7. Now here's the 8. Oleron. Perfect throw from Oleron, and 8 is on the board. The points are now worth 2 for the rest of the game. Here is Delpeche back in post 1. Delpeche closing in. That right side won't be coming out. Point to 1. Now Vicente in the 3 post. And point goes to 3. Garcia's post 4. That won't come out far enough. Point to 4. Boyardee in the 5 post, returning. Point to 4. Garcia serving to a Mets in post number 2. Point 2. And the Mets has a possible game point at post 2. Here is the tie at post number 6. 2 with a possible game point. Point to 6. Now Oyonard back in the 7th post. Point to 6. Now a time with a possible game point at post 6. Here's Oleron on the 8th post. Point 8. The 1, Delpesh. Oleron going to the open court. Point of the 8. Now Oleron with a possible game point in the 8th post. Here's Vicente at post 3. 8 with a possible game point. Oleron able to pass Vicente. Vicente scrambles, gets off a good rebote though. Oleron with a spectacular catch. Just enough on that reverse. Vicente sweeps it back into play. Oleron will go to the empty court. It will be point and game. Post number 8. 2 seconds, 6/3. Taking game number 2 at post 8, it's Oleron with the Mets second in post 2 and a tying a third in the 6th post. A 2 exacta, 72-40. $39.80 for 2-8 Quinella. The try, 8, 2, and 6, $186. And a pair of 8s for your daily double, $58.60. Now game 3 has a couple of scratches in it. Only one affecting the play, one affecting the substitute position. In post 3 in the backcourt, scratch Urachua, and Ken Pendeghi will take his place, number 17. So it'll be Celaya and Ken Pendeghi, the team, in post number 3 in game 3. And you see Javier listed as the substitute. Obviously that's not happening. So Chanika is the front court sub, and Argoitia is the backcourt substitute. Since game 3 starts the pick 3, let's go to the other game that's affected, and that's game 4. In game 4 in post 2, number 15 Javier is out, and Metz will take his place, number 68. And in the backcourt in post 7, Urachua is out. Oyardi will take his place. So the teams now read Javier and a Metz and Oyenard. A Metz and Oyenard in post 2, Celaya and Oyardi in the 7 post. The new substitutes are number 12, Oleron, and number 91, Del Pesh. No other early pick 3 game is affected, or are affected. So we go with game 5 singles, nothing to be changed there. Game 3, the change is Campendeghi replacing Urachua in post 3. Window's already open, down to 4 minutes, getting your selections in on this pick 3 and superfecta game. Played a spectacular 9 points. And last call for game number 3 already. Last call with Ken Pendeghi playing post 3, replacing Urachua. Game 3 starts the early pick 3. Our first doubles game of the day is spectacular 9 scoring, with all points doubling at the end of the opening round. Johan and Oyonard at post 1, serving 2, Oleron and Oyard in the 2 post. All points will double after the first round, and a reminder, the target score here is 9 points. This game is underway. Oleron making the play from the wood and found that intersection, keep it alive. Leaping grab, that's Oyard over the top. Tough catch pulled off there by Johan. That shot stayed in. That shot did not. Point to 1. Post 3, Celaya and Kanpendegi. One there. Now post 4, Aran with Eki. Eki with a sidearm swinging rebote. Johan's going to try for the Chula. It's going to come out. And Eki brought it back into play. Point to 1. Post 5, Vicente and Del Pesh in the black and gold. Over serve, point to 5. Tombor and Laborde make up the team in post 6. That's just a little too high, caught some metal in the upper cushion, point to 6. Now the 7, Ametz and Gorka. Point to 6. Now the 8, that's Garcia, and a tie. They complete the first round. Tombor down to the floor, and a tough catch by a tie. Big throw by Garcia, Tombor in position. And 8 grabs a point to start the double points round. 8 will be serving to the 2, Olaran and Oyardi. Two's on the board. Here is post 3, Solaya with Ken Pendegi. And another point for the 2. They serve to Ara and Eki in the 4 post. Stabbed by Oleron, comes through with the cortada. That's going to take a couple of bounces and 2 more points for post 2. Here's post 1, Johan and Oyenard. Tremendous catch by Oyardi. Point to 1. Here's the 5, Vicente with Del Pesh. Hard catch made by Oyenard. He fires that strong right side. Del Pesh has it. Great catch by Del Pesh there. Tries to pass Johan. Can't do it. Johan, line 6, the reverse. Comes out. Point to 1. Possible game point for Johan and Oyenard on the 1 post. Here is Ametsen Gorka, post 7. 1 has a possible game point. It's an overserve, point 7. And now it's Tambor and Labor, post 6. Tostado. Oh, what a grab there by Gorka. Tambor right there. Now he'll take the inside. Gorka is going to get there in plenty of time. And the board steady as always. The board in that corner. And it was tipped in the front court, point to 6. Here is the 8, Garcia with a tie. Huge bounce on the tumble at Abote, point to 6. 6 serving the 3, Celaya with Ken Pendeggi. Underserve, point to 3. And now the 4, Ara Andeki. Too high, 1 to 4. Everybody's got at least 1 point. And here comes Olaran and Oyard in post number 2 with 6 of them. Right to the back, that's Oyard. Olaran powers the reverse, well off the back wall. A romp, right side of the bote. Oyard. Eki with a tough catch. It's out of play. Point to 2. possible game point for Oleron and Oyardee in the 2 post. Here is Vicente and Del Pesh in the 5-2 has a possible game point. Oyenard, almost part of the wall. Hauled in by Vicente. Big throw. Oleron plays the right side of the bote to Del Pesh. Can't quite hang on, pointing game to the 2. Post 1 is second, post 6 is third for the quad position. 7 will serve the 3 in a playoff with 4 on deck. Gorka with a 2-wall and a big bounce, point to 7. 7 with possible quad point, serving the 4. From near the screen, soft carom. And a great, no, ball was juggled. Could not quite finish off the catch. Point and quad to the 7. In the third game, post 2, the winners, Oleron and Oyardee, the 1-2, Johan and Oyenard, 6-3, Tombor on the board, 7-4, Amets and Gorka. The numbers have a 2-1 exacta for 36, a 1-2 quinella for 14, a 2-1-6 $2 trifecta, 145.60, 2-1-6 $7 super, 357.10. And the first number of the pick 3, 2. Game 4 changes for the spectacular 7 game. In post number 2, scratch number 15, Javier, and put Amets in his place, number 68. Amets and Oyenard, the official team now in post 2. In post 7, scratch Urachua and put in number 14, Oyardee. So it'll be Celaya and Oyardee in the 7 post in game number 4. The front court substitute is Oleron, number 12. And the backcourt substitute, number 91, Del Pesh. Post time in just under 5 minutes for game number 4. Reminder that our broadcast is brought to you by Better Care of Broward Medical Center, where they speak English, Spanish, and French, accept all insurance, and welcome walk-ins. Visit their primary and family practice at 599 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Better Care of Broward, your local choice for all your medical needs. The uniforms today are proudly sponsored by IGT and Everead, together built to win. Our Champions Corner sponsor, Dolphin Jewelers, remind you to treat yourself or someone special with jewelry from Dolphin Jewelers, very close to us at 52 North Federal Highway in Dania Beach. They buy, sell, repair, and trade all types of jewelry, even custom designs. And for an extra special discount at Dolphin Jewelers, just mention Highline. Our media coverage is powered by TPI, driven to connect. And in Connecticut, place your Highlight wagers at mywinners.com, the #1 betting outlet in the state of Connecticut. Mywinners.com, where Connecticut bets on Highline. Don't forget, at Champions Corner, there's some chow there, some drinks, some great Dania Highlight merch, and also a chance to order from the grill. 4 minutes until Game 4. Yeah, with Game 4 approaching, one more reminder of the substitutions. In Post 2, Mets in for Javier, and in Post 7, Oyardi in for Urachua. Last call for betting on this fourth game. It's our fourth game, spectacular 7 scoring. It's doubles game. Tambor and Gorka serving in the red at post 1 to Amets and Oyonard at post 2 blues. Points will be doubling after the first round. Tambor gets to the serve and the game is on. Tough catch for Gorka. Punishing right side, but Oyonard's there. Beautiful catch by Oyonard in the corner. The cortada by Tambor spun out of Amets' basket, point to 1. In the white, post 3, Libois and Arguitia. No, the Tejada just missed, point to 1. Johan and Donnell, post 4. Checks up beautifully for Tambor, point to 1. Now Garcia with Ganpendegi, post number 5. That inside placement is going to be caught by Gorka. Got there before the second bounce, throws some heat, and that's going to be point to one. Here is the gold shirts, post 6, Aron and Eki. Two all, point 6, shot by Aron. Salaya Noyardi in post number 7. That inside placement got a little bit too much wall. Aron, Karam right at him, and Salaya will make the catch. And Eki in position at line 10. Off the back wall and the cesta, point to 6. Chanika and Laborde in the 8 post. Eki with the catch at line 12. Point 6. Each point now worth a pair. Here's post 2, Amets and Oyonard. Off the wall, that's Aron with a tough catch, drives it up the back wall. And Amets attacking, Eki catching. scooping Eki. And a tough grab on the high bounce by Oyenard. He goes over the top of the right side. That's a tough one at point 2. Libois and Argoitia, post 3. Too high and out of play, point 2. Johan and Donnell, post 4. No, sir. Point 2. Possible game point for Mets and Oyenard in post 2. Here is the 5, Garcia and Ken Pendeggi. Possible game point for the 2. Point to 5. And the 1 returns. Tom Bohr with Gorka. Ken Pendeggi with a terrific catch, tricky throw. Tom Bohr again crashing to the concha floor. And he'll get there. Garcia with a costado. Gorka saw it coming. Strong right side. Can Pendeggi equal to the task? Can Pendeggi charging in, line 7, big right side. Gorka's on it. Garcia, magnificent catch at the 9 line. Now Gorka tries a picada. And that will be effective. Point to 1. Possible game point for Tom Bohr and Gorka in the 1. Here is Salaya and Oyardi in post 7. On board toward the inside. Celaya there, no problem. And Gorka with an overpowering right side. Save is out of play. Double pointing game to the 1, 2 seconds, 6/3. On top in game 4, post 1, Tombor and Gorka coming in second to 2. Amets and Oyenard. 6 was third, Aram with Eki. The 1-2 exacta 61.40. The 1-2 Quinella 25.20. The 1-2-6 $2 try 217.60. And in the pick 3, 1 is the second number. Game 5 will be the last game today without any scratch to announce. So you'll have win, play, show, Quinella exacta trifecta betting available. No scratches. Game number 5. You see on the board there. The remainder of the matinee will have scratches. We'll announce them before each game. Post time in 4 minutes now for game number 5. Hey, greetings, everybody. Benny Bueno, players manager. Dave Lamont, announcer here. Got just a handful of minutes.
Senior
announcer, very senior announcer. Missed talking yesterday to review the partido. I thought that was the most competitive of the 4.
Yeah, it was actually really good until the very end there, where Laborde just dropped a couple of balls. No fault of his own. I mean, they were tough catches, but just at a bad point of the partido. Like if he misses those balls early on, you could always recuperate. But when somebody takes a 3-point lead, with only 2 or 3 points to go, it's hard to recoup from that.
All the worry we had about Garcia and his serves, and the only time he lost a point in a serve was an underserve.
Yeah.
And he only overserved once when he had, the potential to waste an overserve. Man, he was really good.
Yeah, let me tell you, I'm very proud of both of them. The red team, they both played so well. I was going to call him Gorka. His name is Gorka, but Atine played phenomenal. I think he dropped one ball early on. He was making catches that, just I was surprised to see. Shoestring catches and just pounding the back wall. I think that the difference was that Laborde might have gotten a little tired towards the end. There was a lot of back and forth. Oleron was, I talked to him yesterday, and he has nothing to be ashamed about. He played a great partido. He didn't make a lot of mistakes. Killed the point when he had the opportunity. But Cherry Garcia was, I think, the MVP of the whole thing there.
Well, I actually was talking about this with my friend yesterday, and I keep notes on each, and I think there was only one mistake for Atine. He threw a ball in the screen early, and there was another one where he was sort of the beaten guy, but I wrote reverse unreturnable, so there was a better shot than a mistake by Atine, and that was it. He had actually a sidearm carom that won a point. And no other times is he down there on my notes for accounting for a point, which means he did his job.
Yeah. And you know what? And he played very calm for him, because he's kind of I don't want to call him a radical player, but he's high strung back there, and he played pretty relaxed. And I'm like I said, I'm proud of him. I think that it shows that he's made a leap from the first season he was here.
Yeah, it's funny. At times he looks awkward. He makes catches, especially that right side, that claw.
Yeah. He kind of snares it.
He does, but he also never misses that ball.
Right.
I mean, that Bote Carrito catch on
now
the
watch,
right.
he'll miss it the next game. He'll miss.
Hey, if he does, he does. But and he's actually serving this game, so just get the serve in.
Yeah.
But I've actually said a couple times on the mic, there's his specialty catch.
Yeah.
Because you're right, it is a snatch out of the air. It looks like an eagle with a talon snatching something out of the air.
Yeah.
But it's very, very effective, and he throws the heck out of it as well.
Yeah, I like I said, I was enjoying it. I actually, because when I'm sitting down there scoring it, I'm watching, right? I'm watching every throw, every move, but it's not the same as sitting at home and watching it on YouTube or sitting in the audience enjoying the game. So when I got home at nighttime, I poured a stiff drink and sat back and watched it. And yeah, it was very enjoyable. At least
Game
until
five, last call, game 5.
at least until it was 10-10. It was very, very, very tight, very competitive.
Yeah, you're right. The last 3, too high for Laborde, threw one away. He missed the last 2. But that's going to happen. He's played very well all year, and it's so funny that he and Oleron happened to be paired in Game 8, and they won.
Yeah.
And it was I thought, was that a harbinger of things to come, or was that just they
Right.
were the better team in that Quinella game?
Well, a lot of times when we used to play tournaments years ago, and then the game right before the tournament, they would put you with your partner just so you could kind of just feel it out. And that was always the goal, like just to play really good in that game to just carry it on into the partido. I don't do that. I just hit random and let them land where they may. As a matter of fact, I think there was a game where Oleron and Atine played together.
Yes,
right before that.
Yeah, it was weird. We had
And
all these matchups where like 3 of the 4 guys were in a point,
Right.
a game or 2 beforehand. But hey, that's just the way it goes.
All right. Well, great talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Great talking to you, Dave. It's like casual Friday for me
It
and
is
you on Sunday.
It is a little bit. I didn't know if I should go with the Orioles T-shirt, but I thought, what?
No,
the heck?
you look great, man. You look great.
It was a Christmas gift.
No
I
one's
hadn't
going to
worn it
see you
yet.
here.
No, exactly. And it was
There's nobody in the building but us.
Yeah, I hadn't had a chance to wear it since I got it for Christmas. So I thought, what the heck?
All right. Well, it looks beautiful. All right, guys. Enjoy the show. We'll talk to you next week at some point.
Bye.
This is our 5th game today. Single spectacular 7 scoring with Atine serving in post number 1 and Delpeche, receiver in the blue, post number 2. All points are doubling after the opening round. The game is on. Point 2. Garcia, post 3. Three's on the board. Here's Oyonard, post 4. Point to 3. Here's Ahmetson, post 5. Point to the 3. There's Oleron, the gold, post 6. That's an overserve, point to 6. Vicente in post number 7. Point to 7. OARD in the purple at post 8, completing the round. Point to post 8. Now OARD begins the double point round, serving 2 at time in the 1 post. All points are worth double. Winning rebote for the 8. Del Pesh in post 2. Point to the 8. Possible game point for OARD in post 8. Oyonard in post 4. Try to stop him. Possible game point for the 8. That is an ace. Point end game to the 8. 3 is second. Three-way show playoff. 6 serving 7. 2 is on deck. Point 7. Seven serving 2. Point to 7. For show. Game 5, the results official, 8-3 Exacta, 64-80, 3-8 Quinella, 40-40, 837 trifecta for $2, $477, and a pick 3 for $2, 218, 856.40. The game won by OARD, with Garcia second and Vicente in post 7 third. Game 6, 2 scratches to report in our upcoming start of the pick 4. In fact, we'll give you all of the changes involving the pick 4. Game 6 also played to 9 points with the superfecta. So in game 6, in this game, in post 1, scratch Urachua, and number 91, Del Pesh, will take his place. So it's Janika and Del Pesh in post 1. And in post 4, it'll be Garcia in the front court replacing Javier. So the new substitutes are Metz and OARD. Game 7, there's one change to make in the the front court of post 8. In the front court of post 8. Vicente, number 99, is in, and number 15, Javier, is out, and Johan is the sub. That's game 7, post 8. The new team is now Vicente and Danell. In game 8, the third game of the pick 4, the second game of the pick 3, and the first game of the late daily double. 2 changes in game 8. In the backcourt of post 2, scratch Urachua, and Laborde will play. So in game 8, post 2, it's Vicente and Laborde. And in the front court of post 5, scratch Javier and put in Celaya. Garcia and Eki are the new substitutes. Game 8 now reads Vicente, Laborde, post 2, and post 5, Celaya and Gorka. And finally, in game number 9, 1 scratch in post 7, game 9. Javier out, number 57, Tambor in, and the substitute is Oran. Those are all the changes for the rest of the day. Again, we'll give them to you game by game, but we wanted to get them all out in case you are to take a shot at the pick 4 or pick 3 or daily double. 3 minutes until game 6.
Checking in. How you doing? You alright? I ain't gonna even hold you, dog. Shit been wild, man.
The party continues with game number 6, spectacular 9 doubles game. Shanika and Delpeche in post 1 will be serving to Dubois and Ken Pendeghi in post number 2. This is a 9-point game. Start of the pick 4 and also features the superfecta. Game 6 has begun. One scores. Aron on the board, post 3. Nicely caught there by Delpeche. Ramate, Chanika, point to 1. Now the 4 team, Garcia with Argoitia. Point to the 1, here's Johanna Tyne in post 5. Comes up short. 1 scores again. Post 6, Vicente. And in the backcourt, Donnell. Point to 1. Post 7 takes the court now. Salaya and Eki. Too low on the two walls, 1-1. Tambor and Gorka, purple to post 8 to conclude the first round. Delpesh, line 13 with a great grab. Gorka charging in. Gorka running grab on the right side, trying to cross the wall. He does, and a good catch by Chanika. Who else but Tambor on that Rabote, but to the inside, that's going to be another point for the one. Safe on the slide. And after 7 points, it's possible game point for post 1, Chanika and Delpesh. As you see, it looks like we're starting the game over, minus the 7 points. Post 2 is back, Libois and Campendegui. The teams are realigned in where they started the game. And that's a perfect game all the way out of the one slot in a 9-point game for Chanika and Delpesh. Now, the target score is moved to 6 as we fill out the rest of the field. 3 and 4 will start the playoff. That ball is out, point to 3. 5, Johanna at a time. Costado coming out. Saved. But Johann's right there. Cortada, that's a winner, 0.5. 5 serving the 6. Down to the inside, it's going to be caught easily by Donnell. Tries a shot, but Johann's on it. Oh my. 0.5. Possible place point for post 5. Here's the 7, Celaya and Eki. Possible place point for the 5. Johann leaping into the catch. Point and place to post 5, finishing third is post 3, but we have a little more highlight because we have to get 4th place filled out. So now they're playing to 4 points. 8 will serve to 2 to start for 4th place. A winner from Lebois, point to the 2. Possible quad point for the 2. Here's the 4. It's going to be caught. Big return and a point to 4. Possible quad point for the 4. Here's the 6. Point to 6. Possible quad point for the 6. Here's the 7. That is out of play. Point and quad, post 6. By running 8 straight points, Janika and Delpeche won game 6 in post 1, with Johan and Atine finishing in the place spot at post 5 and taking the show. Raw and Laborde in post 3. Vicente and Donnell the quad in post number 6. And the numbers are Exacta 1-5, $95, 1-5 Quinella, $36.80, 1-5-3 $2 try, $329, and the 1-5-3-6 Superfecta, $1,166.40, and the 10-cent version $116.64. The first number in the pick 4 is a 1. Game 7 starts the pick 3, and a reminder of the 1 scratch in this game. In the backcourt of post 8, the front court. Scratch Javier and put in Vicente. So it's Vicente and Donnell in the 8 post in game 7. Johan is the official front court substitute. Other pick 3 games we mentioned in game number 8 in post 2, scratch Urachua and put in Laborde. So Vicente and Laborde in game 8 post 2. And in game 5, Celaya replaces Javier. Celaya and Gorka game 8 post 5. And if you're taking game 9 into consideration early, Tambor replaces Javier in post 7. Our broadcast is brought to you by Better Care of Broward Medical Center, where they speak English, Spanish, and French, accept all insurance, and welcome walk-ins. Visit their primary and family practice at 599 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Better Care of Broward is your local choice for all your medical needs. Today's uniforms are proudly sponsored by IGT and Every. Together, they're built to win. Champions Corner sponsor, of course, is Dolphin Jewelers. Treat yourself or somebody special with jewelry from Dolphin Jewelers right down the street at 52 North Federal Highway in Dania Beach. They buy, sell, repair, and trade all types of jewelry, even custom designs. Mention High Life for an extra special discount at Dolphin Jewelers. Our media coverage powered by TPI, driven to connect. And in Connecticut, place those highlight wagers at mywinners.com, the top betting outlet in the state of Connecticut. mywinners.com, where Connecticut bets on highlight. At Champions Corner, got some great Dania Highlight merchandise, hoodies, and t-shirts available at Champions Corner right now. 2 minutes to post for Game 7. One last reminder in post 8 of the change in the front court. Vicente replacing Javier.
You keep saying that, bro. Like, what are you tired of? I'm tired of this.
Last night in the city, yeah. My tears fell heavy, yeah. Can I stay? Can I lend your arms? Baby, can you keep me warm? 'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around. All these demons messing around with my head, and I swear they're trying to leave me for dead.
Game 7, last call for the pick 3 and Game 7. Our 7th game is a spectacular 7 doubles game with Olaron and Eki paired in post number 1. They're serving the Chanika and Ergoitia in post 2 blue. All points will be doubling after round 1. This game is underway. Nice running grab by Eki. It's a nasty little reverse by Chanika, point to 2. Tombor with Campendegi. They are in the white at post 3. Robote winner, point to 2. Libois and Delpeche, post 4. It's out, point 4. The 5 team, Celaya in the front and Laborde in the backcourt. Cortada and well thrown by Celaya, point to 5. In the gold, it's Garcia with Oyenard, post 6. And 6 grabs a point. Here's the 7, Ametz and Oyardi. Tough throw from Garcia. It's handled well by Oyardi. Point to 6. The 8 team, Vicente and Donnell. And 6 again. The double point round begins with 6 serving 1, Olaran and Eki. Point to 6, and a possible game point for the 6. Here's post 3, Tombor and Kanpendegi. Garcia puts the rebote down the wall, and Kanpendegi has it. Oyenard, that's a good catch. Comes out low with the reverse. Tombor has it. Oyenard on the right. Double point end game. Post number 6, 2 is second. Show point, 4 serves to 5. Five gets the show. Game 7, Garcia and Oyenard, post 6 winners. Chanika and Arguitia second, post 2. 5 took the show, Celaya and Laborde. $6-2 exacta, $22.40. The Quinella 2-6, $21.40. 6-2-5, $2 trifecta, $137.80. Into the pick 3, the first number is 6, and that makes 6 the second number in the pick 4. We shift to our last doubles game of this performance. Spectacular 7 with 2 changes to make. In post number 2, scratch Urachua from the backcourt, and Laborde will play. Vicente and Laborde in the 2 post in game 8. And in post 5 from the front court, scratch Javier and put in number 38, Celaya. Celaya and Gorka, the team in post number 5. The new official substitutes are Garcia and Eki. Post time, 5 minutes away for game number 8.
Felt faceless, but then you came around, I got a facelift. Carry my heart from the basement. New kind of love, I can taste it. I love our late conversations. When we're half asleep, it's the greatest. Sleep on dark, it covers baby. We got time to waste. I woke up next to you. A new man, different view. It still takes getting used to. Did you know habits cutting them loose? I just bought me a new suit. Gonna raise a family, I refuse. Instead of bored than I once was. I'm gonna ride these waves with you. You, yeah, you, yeah, you, yeah, no. 'Cause I've been waiting so my sunshine to come around. 'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around. 'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around. Last night in the city, my tears feel heavy, Can I stay, can I let you out? Baby, can you keep me warm? 'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around.
And repeating the changes for this upcoming 8th game. In post 2, Urachua is out. Laborde is in the backcourt. And in post 5, scratch Javier from the front court and put at number 38, Celaya. Coming up, the last call for betting on our 8th game, which is the beginning of the late daily double. And also, if you're looking ahead in the daily double to repeat in game 9, scratch Javier from post 7, and Tambor will be playing there. Tambor post 7 in the 9th game. Now we are at last call for betting on game 8. This is our 8th game today. It's spectacular 7 doubles. Ara and Denal are paired in post number 1. They're serving to Vicente and Laborde in post 2. All points are doubling after the first round. The game is on. Then out of the back. To the inside, and Danel can't quite hang on, point 2. Ahmed and Oyardi in the 3 post. Point 2. Chanika at a time in the 4 post. And a huge bounce on the Debote by Vicente, point to 2. Solaya and Gorka are paired in the black shirts of post number 5. Tough catch there, Solaya at the shoe tops. Big reverse, Robote, Vicente, Rainmaker, Gorka's got it. Point 2. Johan and Delpeche, post 6. Tejada, point 6. Oleron or Goitia, brown shirts, post 7. And that ball not cleanly caught. Juggle was ruled, point to 7. Now Liban, Ken Pendeggi in post 8. Tough catch by Arguitia. Oleron, a sidearm slinger, point to 7. The double point round begins with the one team returning Aran and Donnell. 2 all. Point to 1. Ahmetson Oyardi in post 3. Ramate, and it's going to be caught. Return. Beautiful play. Point to the 1. Oh, wrong. Post 4, Chanika and Atine. Cortada from Aral, point to the 1. And the 1 with a possible game point. Here comes the 5 team, Celaya and Gorka. Possible game point, post 1. Oh, a side armor, a slinger from Gorka, point to 5. Here's the 2, Vicente and Laborde. Gorka leaping catch. Celia's closing in. You'll look for the chick jack here. And a great effort. Keeps it in play. Laborde saved it. And Celaya misses the mark. Point to 2. Possible game point for Vicente and Laborde in post 2. Here's Johan with Del Pesh in post 6. Possible game point for the 2. Johan, line 5, aggressively catching and hard throw. Tapped it back in. That's clean. Vicente was adjusting his basket, trying to get that thing retied, and he gets the bote in the win for the 2. Coming in second, the 1. And show point will be 5 serving 7. And a winning 2-all from Gorka, point to the 5 for the show. Our 8th game won by Vicente and the board at post 2. Oran and Danel took the place in the 1, and the 5 grabbed the show, Celaya and Gorka. The official results have an exacta 2 and 1, $65. 1-2 Quinella, $22.60. 2-1-5 trifecta, $159.40. And the first number in the late daily double is a 2. We move into game number 9, the final game of the day. And you'll have Javier out and Tombor in post 7. That's the last scratch of the day. Oran, number 52, is the official single sub. This is a 9-point singles game with the superfecta involved. In addition to win, play, show, Quinella, exacta, and trifecta betting. 5 minutes till game number 1, or 9.
Feeling some days like oxygen, slipping from underneath my skin, trying to hold you what it's been, and I know it's a matter of time. Heaven, earth, and parts of me, pieces even I haven't seen. Every time you get close, I need to go. You don't ask me why, but I hear you say it'll be. The words like a blanket on my coldest day. This love we have found, a gold mine.
Last call for game 9. A reminder that Tombor is filling the post 7 spot with Javier out today. Tombor at post 7.
I'm scared you walk right out my They say every fear I know. Let me be the one to hold on.
It's our 9th game, spectacular 9 singles with the superfecta involved here. Libois starts by serving in post number 1, Johan receiving in post number 2. Off the wall, Libois goes for the kill, but Johan read it, threw it away. Point to 1. Gorka, post 3. Gorka, right side. Libois, terrific positioning to make that catch. Gorka, great catch, looking to get it over Libois' head. He does. Doesn't always work out, though. Gorka stabbed it and saved it. Point 3. Ken Pendeghi, post 4. And 3. Donnell, post 5. Ball's out, point 3. Chanika in the goal, post 6. Point 3, Tombor in the 7 post. Underserve, point 7. Gargoitia, purple to post 8 to conclude round 1. Gargoitia with a scoop and a big left side. Chula for the 8. Double point round for this 9-point game. Starts with Johan at post 2. And a point effectively killed by Johan for the 2. Post 1 returns, Libois. Point to 2. Ken Pendeggi in post 4. And a rebote for a winner there for Johan, point to 2. Now Donnell back in post 5. Donnell right there at the 8 line. That's a good rebote by Johan. Point to the 2. Now possible game point for Johan at post 2. Here's Shanika in the 6 post. Possible game point for the 2. Double point in game to Johan at post 2, finishing second. Gorka at post 3. Now we finish out the Show and fourth positions, 7 serving 8, and 1 awaits the winner. Point 7. Possible show point for Tombor in the 7. Here's Lee Bois, post 1. Tejada, and that's going to win for the 1. And it's the final point of the day. 1 will serve the 7 for 3rd and 4th. The ball was touched. 7 gets the point to finish 3rd. 1 is 4th. Johan wins game 9 at post 2. Gorka 2nd, post 3. Tombor 3rd at post 7. Lee Bois 4th in post number 1. The exacta 2540, the Quinella is 1580, the 237 trifecta 12140, and the superfecta paying 218.10 for 2371, so it's 2181 for the 10 cent. Daily double, pair of twos, 35.60. In the pick 4, 3 of 4 yielded $16.60. So for the matinee on Tuesday, the carry forward will be $50 and a couple of pennies. And in the pick 3, 622, 282.60. This broadcast was brought to you by Better Care of Broward Medical Center. They speak English, Spanish, and French, accept all insurance, and welcome walk-ins. Visit their primary and family practice at 599 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Better Care of Broward, your local choice for all your medical needs. Today's uniforms were proudly sponsored by IGT and Every, together built to win. Our Champions Corner sponsor, we'll see Champions Corner again on Friday night. Dolphin Jewelers, where you can treat yourself or someone special with the jewelry from Dolphin Jewelers, right down the street at 52 North Federal Highway in Dania Beach. They buy, sell, repair, and trade all types of jewelry, even custom designs. Just mention Highlight for an extra special discount at Dolphin Jewelers. Our media coverage is powered by TPI, driven to connect, and Connecticut. Don't forget to place those highlight wagers next week at mywinners.com, the #1 betting outlet in the state of Connecticut. mywinners.com, where Connecticut bets on highlight. We'll be back Tuesday with a doubleheader at 1 and 7. A couple of 9-game performances. We get back to work. And don't forget, next Friday, another semifinal, or the first of the 2 semifinals in the Dania Beach Invitational. On behalf of all of us here at the casino at Dania Beach and Dania Beach Highlight, Dave Lamont saying so long from the Sunshine State. See you Tuesday.